Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Mina. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the Let's Get to Work bandana. This bandana is really great because you can use any type of yarn and any size needle, and you just keep knitting until you reach the right size. I will be using shiny happy cotton that I bought from Wool and the Gang. I originally used it for another project that just didn't quite work out for me, so I will be reusing the yarn because I don't want to waste it. You will need two colors, one color to make the body of the bandana and then another color for the embroidery. So I'm going to use these two colors here. And I'm going to be using 4.5mm needles. You can use straight needles, but it's easier to use circular needles because you have a bit more space, a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle for the embroidering. Alrighty, so let's get started. This pattern is made up of two rows, the increase row and the not increase row. You simply alternate these rows until your work measures 20 centimeters. Start with a slip knot. And I'm going to cast on 2 stitches. So I have a total of 3 stitches. Yep. Okay, so this is the first row. I'm going to knit 1. And now I am doing a yarn over increase. So bringing this yarn, I'm wrapping it around this needle so it's at the front. Okay, so it's at the front and then I knit the next stitch as usual. So as you can see, that's led to an increase here between these 2 stitches. Okay, and because I have only 1 stitch remaining here, I have to do another yarn over increase. So bring the yarn to the front and knit this last stitch. Okay, so now I have 5 stitches. Okay, so now up to row 2. Knit the first stitch, then I have come up to this yarn over increase we did in the first row. As you can see, it looks different from a normal stitch, so you can recognize it. Also, it's always going to be the second stitch in your row, so you'll recognize it, plus it's always going to be in the same spot. So we're going to insert the needle through the back loop of this. So not through the front here. We're going to go over the front and then under this back part. So through here. Okay. Then we knit this next stitch. And now we've come across another yarn over increase here. So again, we're going to go through the back loop. And knit the last stitch. Okay, so now we're up to the next row, which is a repeat of the first row. It's an increase row. So we're going to knit 1, and now we're going to do a yarn over increase. So yarn over, bring it to the front, knit the next stitch, we knit across until we only have 1 stitch remaining, and we do another yarn over increase. So bring the yarn to the front and knit the last stitch. Okay, so now we have 7 stitches. So this is row 4, which is just a repeat of row 2. We knit the first stitch, here is that yarn over increase, so we knit through the back loop, we knit across until we reach the next yarn over stitch, okay, here it is. So here's the yarn over stitch on the other side. We're going to knit this through the back loop. And knit the last stitch. Okay. So from here you simply knit an increase row and then a not increase row, and you keep alternating these 2 rows until your bandana reaches the desired length. So now my work measures 20 centimeters, so I'm going to start making the ties that come out of the corners. So we're going to cast on using the cable cast on method. Okay, so to do that, you're going to insert your right needle between these 2 stitches. So not inside the stitch like this, but between the first and second stitch. Then you wrap your yarn around the needle, scoop up the yarn, and then you use the left needle to go underneath, and you place the stitch on like that. So I'll show you the next one. Take your needle and put it in between these 2 stitches. Wrap the yarn around, and place the stitch on the left needle. Okay, so I've cast on 30 stitches, and now I'm just gonna knit across this row till I reach the other side. So using the cable cast on method again, we're going to cast on 30 stitches to the other side. Okay, and now we're going to knit 1 more row from here all the way to the other end. Okay, so I'm going to bind off until I only have 30 stitches remaining. Okay, so I have 30 stitches remaining, one on this needle and 29 here. And I'm going to knit the rest of this row, and then I'm going to bind off this side. So from here, use your second color to measure out the perimeter of your bandana, and then use this to measure out 5 times the length of the perimeter. I'm not sure if we'll need to use quite this much, but it's better to have too much than not enough. We are going to sew the blanket stitch around the edge of the bandana. So insert the needle from the back in the corner and leave about a 10 centimeter tail. From here, insert the needle about a centimeter from the edge and from the front. Then loop the yarn under the tip of the needle, like so. Then pull the yarn through. You want the length and width of the stitch to be equal. Choose a row and make sure you insert the needle in the same row each time. I chose the third row from the edge.
Nonsense.
I'll do a few more for you so you can get a good idea of how to do this stitch. And work your way around the edge of the bandana, and I will meet you there. Okay, so we've reached the end, and I'm just going to continue with the stitch until I get to the corner. And I'll just do my last stitch here, and I'm going to cut the yarn and tie these two ends together. There we go. I'll just knot it a few times, and then I'm just going to cut off the ends, and I'm not going to worry about weaving it in or anything. I think it looks fine the way it is. Okay, so there you have it. The Let's Get to Work bandana. I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll answer them. If you do make this bandana, please tag me on Instagram. I really want to see what you make. And if you want to see more tutorials like this, please subscribe. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye!